Hello everyone, welcome to High School Mathematics channel. Today we are going to learn Class 7 Chapter 6 Data Handling Exercise 6.4. See the first question now. In the adjacent double bar graph, number of students of a class are shown according to academic year. Answer the following questions on the basis of this double bar graph. In the given double bar graph, they have given academic years 2013-14 onwards up to 2017-18, and in each year number of boys and number of girls were present in each class they have given. Let us see the first question. In which academic year number of girls were more than number of boys in the school? If we observe the double bar graph, in the year 2016 and 17 number of girls were more than number of boys in the school. See now first question, second sum. In which academic year number of both girls and boys in the school were equal? Let us see the solution. If we observe this double bar graph, in the year 2015 and 16, number of both girls and boys in the school were equal. See now first question, third sum. What was the total number of students in the school in the academic year 2013-14? Let us see the solution. In the academic year 2013-14, number of boys equal to 70 and number of girls equals to 50. Therefore, their total is 70 plus 50, that is 120. Therefore, the total number of students in the school in the academic year 2013 and 14 is 120. See now second question. The marks in mathematics and science of 5 students of class 7 are given in the table. Exhibit these by the vertical double bar graph by given information. See the tabular form, name of the student, mathematics and science marks they have given. First student Praveena, she got 50 marks in mathematics and 60 marks in science. Venkat got 80 marks in mathematics and 75 marks in science. Uzma got 75 marks in mathematics and 70 marks in science. Joseph got 65 marks in mathematics and 75 marks in science. Ramya got 75 marks in mathematics and 60 marks in science. Now this data we have to represent double bar graph. Let us see how to draw. See now on graph we have drawn x-axis and y-axis. On x-axis we have taken names of the student Praveena, Venkat, Uzma, Joseph and Ramya. On y-axis we have taken marks 10 onwards up to 100 we have taken. Now let us see, Praveena got mathematics 50 marks, so we have to point here near 50. Next she got science 60 marks, so we marked here. Now let us join them. For mathematics we are going to shade and for science we are leaving empty box. See here, for 50 we are going to shade here. This represents mathematics marks Praveena got, and this empty one shows science marks. She got 60 marks in science. Now let us see next student Venkat got 80 marks in mathematics. So let us mark here near 80. And science marks he got 75. Now let us mark them. Now let us join them. See now next student Uzma got 75 marks in maths and 70 marks in science. Now let us mark them. 75 in mathematics, 70 marks in science. See now Joseph got 65 marks in mathematics. So let us mark 65 in mathematics. Science he got 75 marks. See next, Ramya got 75 marks in mathematics and 60 marks in science. So we have shown mathematics and science marks of all 5 students and we have drawn this double bar graph. See now third question. The adjacent pie chart gives the expenditure on various items during a month for a family. In the figure, angles made by each sector at the center are given. Then answer the following. Observe the pie chart they have given. Monthly expenditure of a family. See now first question. If the expenditure on rent is 3000 rupees, then how much amount they saved? Let us see the solution. Angle of sector on rent they have given as 90 degrees and angle of sector on savings is 90 degrees. Angle of sectors both are equal, so their amounts are also equal. Therefore, amount they saved is 3000 rupees. See now third question, second one. On which item the expenditure is minimum? Let us see the solution. On observing the pie chart, angle of sector on education is minimum. So expenditure on education is minimum. See now third sum. On which item the expenditure is maximum? Let us see the solution. On observing the given pie chart, angle of sector on food is maximum. So expenditure on food is maximum. See now question number 4. The following data shows the number of students opting different subjects in college. Here in this tabular form they have given subjects and number of students, 2 columns. See here, botany 45 students, mathematics 60, physics 20, chemistry 30, economics 10 and commerce 15 students. Now we have to construct a pie diagram to represent the above data. Let us see the solution. The angle of each sector will depend on the ratio between the number of students opting each subject and total number of students. How to find angle of sector? That is value of the item by sum of the values of all items multiplied by 360. Let us see the tabular form. Here we have written subjects, number of students, angle of sector. First one, see here, botany 45 students. First we have done total for all those 6 subjects, that is 180. So botany 45 students opted. So we have to write here 45 by total 180 multiplied by 360. 180 360 is 2 times. Now multiply numerator 45 to 90. So botany 90 degrees. See now next mathematics 60 students opted. So we have to write here 60 by total 180 into 360. 182 times 360. Now multiply numerator 60 into 2, that is 120. See now physics 20 students opted. So we have to write here angle of sector 20 by total 180 into 360. 180 2 times 360. Now multiply numerator 20 into 2, that is 40. See next one, chemistry 30 students opted. So angle of sector is 30 by total 180 into 360. 180 2 times 360. Now multiply numerator 30 into 2, that is 60 degrees. Next, economics is opted by 10 students. So 10 by total 180 into 360. 180 2 times 360. Now multiply numerator 10 into 2, that is 20 degrees. Last one, commerce 15 students opted. So 15 by total 180 into 360. 180 2 times 360. Now multiply numerator 15 into 2, that is 30 degrees. Now if we add all those values, we will get 360 degrees. Now using all these measurements, we have to draw the pie diagram. We have to draw a circle of any radius through center. Here we marked a point A and we join them. Using this baseline OA, we are going to mark botany 90 degrees on this pie diagram. Now first we have to place the protractor. This baseline must coincide with this line OA. botany we got 90 degrees. So we should take this left side scale 90 degrees near. We have to put a mark. Now we shall join through the center. Now name this point as B. Now we have written botany marks or this angle 90 degrees. Next one, mathematics 120 degrees. Now OB as baseline we have to mark 120 degrees. Now we shall take this left side scale 120 degrees near. We have to place a mark and join them. Now this is 120 degrees. Next one is physics 20 students. That is 40 degrees we have to mark now. Let us mark this point as OC and take this OC as baseline. Now we are going to mark physics 40 degrees. Now take this left side scale. Near 40 degrees we shall put a mark. Now let us join them. And mark this point as D. This is now 40 degrees. That is physics. Now next one is chemistry. It is 60 degrees. Now with OD as base we shall draw 60 degrees. Again you take this scale, left side scale, place a mark here. Now join them. Now we have written chemistry. Next one, economics is 20 degrees. Now keep this point as E. Now OE as baseline we shall mark economics 20 degrees. Let us join them and mark this as F. And this is 20 degrees, that is economics. Next, remaining angle is commerce, that is 30 degrees. So we shall write here commerce. So this is our required pie diagram for the given data. Today we have seen chapter 6 data handling exercise 6.4. Hope you all like this video. If you like this video, please like, share to your friends and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.